Jesus, fuck Nuggets. It wrote an essay, it did. Here we go. Once upon a time in the Mushroom Kingdom, there lived an unlikely pair of friends. Wario and a short British man named... I begin again. Once upon a time in the Mushroom Kingdom, there lived an unlikely pair of friends, Wario and a short British man named Lukealele. Lukealele was known for his quirky sense of humor and impeccable fashion sense, while Wario was notorious for his love of money and his obsession with garlic. Despite their differences, they shared a deep bond that had grown stronger over the years. One sunny morning, Lukealele approached Wario with an exciting idea. Wario, my dear friend, I've been thinking we should go on a romantic trip to Alpine Pass. I've heard it's a rather terrible venue in Mario Kart, but the views are absolutely splendid. What do you say, Pip Pip dear chap? I added that bit on. Wario was initially skeptical. He loved gold coins and treasure hunts more than anything. And the idea of going to a notoriously challenging track in Mario Kart didn't exactly appeal to the competitive side. To his competitive side, sorry. However, Lukealele's enthusiasm was infectious, and he agreed to the adventure if only to see what all the fuss was about. The pair set off for Alpine Pass in Wario's shiny, gold-painted kart. As they navigated the treacherous twists and turns of the track, they quickly realized why it was considered the worst venue in Mario Kart. The track was filled with hazardous obstacles, sharp corners, and sneaky traps that made it nearly impossible to enjoy a romantic drive. As they maneuvered through the difficult course, their laughter turned to frustration, and their smiles to grimaces. Wario's precious kart was taking a beating, and the two friends were bickering over who was the better driver. It seemed like their relationship was headed downhill as fast as the Alpine Pass itself. Seeing Wario's frustration, Lukealele knew he had to salvage the day, so at the end of the track, he pulled out a small, mysterious gift wrapped in cloth. Wario, my friend, I have something to lift your spirits, Lukealele said with a mischievous grin. With great anticipation, Wario unwrapped the gift to reveal an Australian named Eggy. Eggy had a rather questionable mullet hairstyle, but his charismatic personality made up for it. He was an adventurer who had traveled the world, and his stories were as wild as his hairstyle. Eggy joined the pair in their cart and regaled them with the tales of his... With this word that I forget how to pronounce. I lost where I'm at. Eggy joined the pair in a car and regaled them with his tales of his adventures. We'll go for that word instead. Taking their minds off the frustrating Alpine Pass. They laughed and shared stories, and for a moment, the tension between Wario and Lukealele seemed to dissipate. Ooh. As the sun began to set, Lukealele directed Wario to park at the edge of a cliff overlooking the breathtaking alpine scenery. Wario was captivated by the stunning views, and he had forgotten all about the terrible race they had just endured. But the surprises were not over there. Lukealele reached into a hidden compartment in the cart and pulled out a picnic basket filled with delicious mushroom dishes and garlic-flavored treats. They enjoyed a romantic meal together as the stars began to twinkle in the night sky. With full bellies and happy hearts, Wario and Lukealele looked out at the Alpine Pass, now bathed in the soft glow of the moonlight. The frustrating race had brought them close to the brink, but the beauty of the moment had brought them even closer together. It was a day that they would remember forever. A day filled with unexpected adventures and newfound appreciation for each other's quirks. As they gazed at the stars and the stunning scenery, Wario and Lukealele knew that they didn't need the promise of gold or treasure to make their friendship shine. Sometimes the greatest treasures were the moments shared with a true friend, even if it meant enduring the worst track in Mario Kart.